With his homeworld on the brink of ecological collapse, Maxwell bravely hopped into his experimental ship in dogged pursuit of a solution.
What's up, my retro warriors? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving straight into the world of Game Boy Advance homebrew games, fan-made titles that totally push the limits of the GBA. From new adventures to remade classics, 2025 is the perfect time to revisit this handheld legend. So grab your SPs, charge those batteries, and let's explore 15 must-play GBA homebrew games that prove this little console still has a lot of magic left. Don't forget to drop a like before moving on to the list. Zipline Zapper. So our first game in the list is Zipline Zapper, which is wild. It's one of the rare homebrews that pushes real 3D-ish visuals on the GBA. You ride a zipline through cool, textured environments, aiming your zapper at targets to rack up points. Purple outer rings give 2 points, yellow centers 5. There are 3 levels, and your final score is out of 160 possible. What's super neat is, during the title screen, you can press upper arrow to increase zipline speed, harder or downward arrow to make it slower. Controls use shoulder buttons to look up/down, A to fire and B to jump if you're grounded. For anyone who digs seeing how far GBA hardware can be pushed, this game is a tech showpiece. Great on the emulator or real flashcart. If you like visuals plus reflex challenges, this one's a must-try. BeatBeast. Guys, let me tell you one thing. If rhythm and shooting likely had a baby, that'd be BeatBeast. Developed for GBA Jam 2024 by Afska, Lou and Synthenia, it blends rhythm gameplay with shooter mechanics. You play as Joaquin, trying to escape a rhythmic world, shooting with timing. It's short, about 15 minutes for one full run, but every minute feels tight. The game has a standout title screen, 3D, plus menus with GSM audio and gameplay with PCM audio. If you mess up rhythm, your shots aren't as effective, so precision matters. Also, it got good marks for audio and originality in the Jam. It is perfect when you want something that's simple to start, but tough to master. This is one I'll replay just to improve my score. Toll Runner. Toll Runner is one of those homebrew GBA games that takes a classic auto-runner formula and cranks up the charm. You play as a mouse, zipping through lively stages across 6 different locations, each packed with obstacles, coins, and clever surprises. The controls are super simple. Tap left or right to dodge, press up to jump over barriers, and down to crouch or slow down. What keeps things fresh are the cartoon-style visuals, big, expressive sprites, colourful backgrounds, and silly details that make every level feel unique. Collect diamonds and cheese as you go, rack up your score, and aim for a perfect run. Reviewers love the addictive gameplay and polished presentation, saying it feels like a retail release, not just a fan project. Discrete Orange. In this Discrete Orange one, you are literally an orange, hopping around vivid platformer levels. The entire concept is built on grid-based puzzles, with oranges that you need to move by following strict logic. Early levels feel relaxing, sometimes even meditative, with mellow tunes and smooth backgrounds. But don't be fooled. Before long, the game ramps up with complex scenarios that make you analyze, plan, and stretch your problem-solving skills to the max. You'll find yourself scribbling notes and brainstorming solutions, determined to crack each stage with finesse. No fancy menus or distracting graphics. Discrete Orange keeps it straightforward, letting your brain do the heavy lifting. It's perfect for handheld sessions when you want a break from noisy action, but still crave deep challenge. Puzzle fans, this one is a homebrew gem for anyone wanting smart entertainment that outlasts the usual quick wins in 2025. Sekhmet's Playground. In Sekhmet's Playground, right away, you're dropped into ancient ruins filled with traps and magical relics. Here's the twist. You're not just platforming, you're solving puzzles and unearthing the mystery of the goddess Sekhmet. The environments feel layered, mixing combat, secret doors, and branching paths into each temple stage. There's real progression too, letting you power up, choose gear, and replay levels for hidden treasures. The pixel art feels stunning, loaded with mythological flair, and the characters pack attitude, turning even simple foes into epic showdowns. It's got a story worth following, but the gameplay takes center stage, challenging, rewarding, and full of clever surprises. If you want a homebrew that's more than run and jump, Sekhmet's Playground turns your GBA into a portal for ancient myth and big adventure. Dive in for 2025 and get lost in a world of lost legends. Space Evangelion? This fast-paced shooter is a real blast for GBA fans who love classic arcade action with a sci-fi twist. Space Evangelion puts you in the wings of an angel, blasting through cosmic enemies and bosses across 3 stages, each with distinct challenges. The controls are snappy. A for shots, B for power burst when energy allows, LR to slow time, and a D-pad to dodge and weave. What amps up the intensity is the relentless bullet hell design. Swirling enemy projectiles, tight dodging windows, and an epic pixel soundtrack that keeps you glued to the GBA screen. Even the bosses lean into the weird and wonderful, with odd, almost biological designs that push the hardware's limits. Scoring is at the core. Every run tempts you to go deeper and improve. Space Evangelion stands out as an energetic, weirdly stylish homebrew hit from GBA Jam 2024. Whether score chasing or just blasting through, this is a standout experience for indie shooter fans in 2025. Healz. Healz is one for folks who enjoy strategy with heart. Instead of typical fighting, you're the healer in a 4-hero dungeon crawling party tasked with keeping everyone alive. Use recover and cauterize spells, stack, regenerate for long-term healing, and manage mana via meditate. The real fun is in juggling resources under pressure. You'll have to decide when to use big spells or save energy for emergencies. The visuals are charming, with cartoon sprites and simple animations that make every battle feel light-hearted, even when the party's hanging by a thread. Humour seeps in through cute sound effects and fun party banter, giving this game real personality. The incremental difficulty makes every new run more challenging, but also more rewarding. In a scene full of fighters and platformers, Healz is a creative twist that makes healing the star. Detective Monroe Murder at Sea. Forget dry land. This time, the hunt for clues happens on the high seas. Detective Monroe Murder at Sea lets you solve an old-school mystery in pure GBA style, putting you right in the thick of a murder case on a swanky cruise liner. You'll be talking to quirky suspects, unraveling secrets, and piecing together hints as you work your way through charming scenes. The game's clever puzzles and light-hearted writing make every discovery fun, not frustrating, especially with helpful hints baked right in. Bright art and short, bite-sized chapters make it perfect for quick handheld sessions. For anyone who loves classic mysteries and a dash of humour, this adventure is a real treat on the GBA in 2025. Getting around it with Pheasant Birdy. Taking inspiration from indie classic Fez, this short but clever platformer asks you to twist, turn, and reorient stages to solve puzzles. Each level is a single-screen challenge, where rotating the camera with L/R lets you create new paths, bridges, or reveal secrets, forcing you to really think in 3D within a 2D world. Pheasant Birdy's controls are dead simple. Jump, run, and swap perspectives with a pause menu for hints and progress. The pixel art is bright and whimsical, the music is snappy, and there's a playful spirit in everything from the main character's bouncy animation to the subtle level of humour tucked in corners. There's even a secret ending to find if you master the shifting platforms. Whether you're new to puzzle platformers or a veteran, it stretches your GBA brain and brings classic platforming into new dimensions for 2025's fans. Good Boy Galaxy. What if the universe's bravest explorer was a fluffy little dog with a love for adventure? Good Boy Galaxy runs with that wild, adorable idea, launching you into a galaxy where every planet bursts with colour, mystery, and absurdly charming characters. Right from the opening, Maxwell's journey feels like a playable cartoon packed with hidden tunnels, silly aliens, and puzzles that encourage you to push every corner of the map. It's the sort of game where wandering pays off. Behind every discovery hides even more secret upgrades or oddball friends. Play sessions fly by as you soak in lush pixel art and cheerful tunes. It's just impossible not to smile at the world. Sometimes, it's the smallest heroes that have the biggest, most heart-warming adventures, and Good Boy Galaxy proves that with every step. Dungeon Tactics Advance. Honestly, Dungeon Tactics Advance is one of those games that loves keeping you on your toes and laughing at the madness. Every time you drop into a dungeon, it feels like rolling the dice on what weird stuff you'll run into next. Tricky enemies, wild loot, or spells that seem totally broken until you actually need them. It's not just slashing monsters and hoping for the best. You've got to outsmart at every floor, weighing if you should heal, try a crazy combo, or just scramble for a safe spot before the bosses show up and flip everything upside down. No two runs ever feel the same. Random gear and layouts mean you're always adapting, learning new tricks, or pulling off last-second escapes that make you crack up. Even when things go sideways, it's pure GBA fun, quick sessions, smart plays, and just enough chaos to keep you coming back. If you want real strategy that rewards risk and experimentation, this game hits the sweet spot. Aereven Advance. How about an island-hopping storybook adventure, where every cave, puzzle and villager has something new to show you? Aereven Advance grabs your imagination right away. You're Lloyd, a hero chasing after magical stones across sun-soaked isles and misty forests. Each location is more than just a stop. It's a new challenge, secret, or quirky friend waiting to shake up your journey. The world feels alive with colour and catchy music, making exploration a joy as you search for every hidden twist. What sets this apart is the harmony between gentle nostalgia and surprise. Those classic Zelda vibes get a modern tune-up, and suddenly you've lost hours solving riddles, collecting cool gear, and stumbling into totally unexpected side stories. Anyone looking for warmth, wonder, and pure adventure will feel right at home with Aereven Advance on the GBA in 2025. Sys Crusher. If you're thinking of a wild cyberpunk rush on your GBA, Sys Crusher is exactly the kind of game that turns that vision into non-stop action. Dive into a neon-lit maze where you play as a hacker for hire, blasting through swarms of rogue security bots and uncovering digital secrets around every corner. Each round is packed with energy. No playthrough feels the same, thanks to fresh level layouts and unpredictable waves of enemies. You'll hunt for cool upgrades, hack your way to stronger powers, and keep coming back for that just one more run feeling. The visuals? Gritty pixel art that screams retro future. All set to addictive chiptunes that make every firefight even more intense. Every step, every quick shot, every tough decision keeps you hooked, building up your skills and your score. Sys Crusher is a total standout in 2025's homebrew scene, perfect for anyone who loves classic arcade shooters with a smart, futuristic twist. World of Zoink. Okay, World of Zoink is pure quirky fun right from the start. This homebrew GBA adventure drops you into a colourful, offbeat RPG world that never takes itself too seriously. Instead of a predictable hero quest, you're faced with hilarious puzzles, oddball conversations, and twisty, unexpected moments around every corner. The best thing is you're free to play around, try wacky ideas, and explore every nook. There's no game over to worry about, so it all stays chill and stress-free. The characters always have something weird to say, the music keeps things upbeat, and the cartoony visuals just add to the charm. Zoink loves to surprise you, packing every scene with jokes, clever references, and goofy vibes that leave you smiling as you play. If you want an RPG that feels truly new and rewards curiosity, World of Zoink will easily become one of your favourite GBA discoveries in 2025. Sleep Paradox. Imagine waking up in a dream you can't escape, where every hallway twists into something stranger than before. Sounds weird, right? That's the hook of Sleep Paradox, a GBA experience that's equal parts eerie and captivating. Playing as Federico, you wander through a deserted school warped by shadowy threats and weird glitches, each step thick with atmosphere and mystery. Instead of jump scares, it's all about that creeping, surreal tension and the urge to keep exploring, creepy pixel visuals, a soundtrack that gets under your skin, and clever story turns pull you deeper as you collect abilities and discover just how weird dreams can get. If you want the kind of handheld game that lingers in your mind long after sleep, Paradox is a haunting, creative highlight in the world of GBA Homebrew. So guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this showcase of awesome GBA homebrew games, hit that like button and let me know your favourite one in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content and fresh discoveries. Stay tuned, keep playing, and I'll catch you in the next one.